Hi, my name is Tabitha. I am from Kenya and I live in Botswana, work in Singapore and do business in South Africa. I am on a mission to help Christian ladies discover incredible opportunities available online. Opportunities that will help us to honor our God-given roles at the same time bringing something on the table. I firmly believe that God wants us to be blessed with abundance, and one of the avenues can be online opportunities. However, for far too long, these opportunities have been misunderstood and at times demonized to a point that many of us think that online space is for scammers. I remember when I first started, I told a sister that I am working online, and she told me, I hope you're not talking with some demon somewhere. And I get it. I understand that many people don't know that there are genuine online opportunities that can be done by Christians. But I'm here to share with you those opportunities, those that align with our values, and especially those that will allow us to work from home or from anywhere in the world. So if this is something that interests you, then welcome home. Today I'm going to be very vulnerable and share with you my story of how I ended up in the online space, and finally share the good news of how I got my first $1,000 online. As a Christian, something had been sold out to me to think that making money online is for scammers. I don't know how, but in my mind I had that thought that online opportunities are for scammers, especially when you search and the kind of figures that you see people talking about. You're like, you have to work hard, you can't just sit down and get the money. That thought of you really need to work hard for you to get money really scared me to thinking that this is not true. It is not possible for people to make all this kind of money. And so I took a lot of time to learn and understand what online opportunities are. So for a long time, I did not know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do a business. The job that I was working at that time did not allow me to even spend time doing any research or doing anything like that. So I used to spend a lot of time on that job. I did not have time for myself, time for business or anything. I took the leap of faith and quit the job. I'm grateful to God that I did that. I took the next 6 months researching. I took courses to learn what I wanted. So this is how I started. First of all, I wanted to be selling something, and from what I knew, I needed to sell a product. So I looked for a course of someone who was importing from China and bringing the products and selling products online. That is the first thing I thought of, importing from China and selling online. So I went to this lady and I found that she was assisting people and teaching people how to do it. So I paid for her classes, I attended the classes, and I went ahead and placed an order on Alibaba. By the way, just to note, I have handled imports and export for over 8 years, so I knew somehow where to go. But I had worked for companies in this field, importing for them and exporting for them, but I had never done it for myself. And so I needed some boost in terms of confidence on how to go about it when I'm doing it for myself. I imported the product. It took a whole 3 months. It took 3 months for shipping for products that I imported from China to arrive in Botswana. But again, it was during COVID time, so yeah, somehow I was very lenient to myself, and I didn't place a huge order. I just ordered for something for about $400, such that if I lose it, I'll be okay with it. After the 3 months, I received the consignment, and I knew I wanted to sell online. I honestly knew that I did not want to have a shop. And anyway, which shop do you even have for products worth $400? I started posting them on Instagram, on Facebook, and Facebook Marketplace. If I tell you that Facebook Marketplace is where I got most of my orders, I really mean it. I was not marketing it. On Instagram, I had to do ads. On Facebook, I had to do ads. But On Facebook Marketplace, you don't do any ad. We ended up selling a lot and finishing the whole consignment, and then now I ordered the second one, but this was not sustainable for us because my husband had to be going around, just moving all over the place, just delivering, and he also has a lot of work in the office. And because I am not very good with delivery, I know that's a weakness, I knew I cannot do this, so I had to get a solution out of this, how to deal with delivery. And that in the process I was learning about Amazon FBA. So I ended up learning about Amazon FBA, and I later came to learn about Takealot. That's a long story, but to cut it short, that I learned about Takealot and learned that you can deliver your products to Takealot and then they will be delivering for you. That is exactly what I did. Now I buy product, I ship them to Takealot to the delivery and everything for me. They take their own commission, but I'm at peace. Now I can be able to do other things. But again, what happened is I realized that I was having a lot of time, because once I received the product, I will ship in bulk. So when they go to Takealot, I have I ship like once a month. So for the whole month, for the 3 days that I'll be packaging and doing all that, I'll be busy. But after that, what am I going to be doing? And that is where I went back to start looking for online opportunities. I had started already looking for online opportunities before I even ventured into Takealot, into Amazon and all that, but I had not gotten any opportunities. And to be honest, I had even spent money to buy connects on Upwork. For me, if you know what Upwork is, you know that you need connects for you to apply for job. I had gotten to a point of paying or buying connects on Upwork for me to apply for those jobs. But now at this point, I now knew that I needed something that I will be doing. As Takealot is doing its thing, I'm now working. And so I started being very intentional about it. I took a course. I want you guys to notice something when it comes to courses. I'm not saying that it is the courses that made me get the job, but I'm saying there is some confidence that is built. You don't have to take all aspects of the courses. I think at the back of our mind, we are like, this is very valuable information. I have to use it. I have to make sure I use my money well, so I have to follow these tips. I think it's just a psychology thing. So to be honest, when I took that course, I went and optimized my Upwork profile. I made it like so good. I sent quite a number of proposals with the little connect that I had, and one day I sent a proposal. I was very basic. How I wrote it like I'm writing to my friend. And I asked to book an appointment, and this is what I've learned when you're applying for jobs on Upwork. Just be as simple as possible. Talk to a real person, tell them why you're different, tell them why you have what they are looking for, and tell them it is more about them than it is about you. And lo and behold, they came back to me. Funny enough, I did not even send the CV. They asked me, please send me your CV, and I sent them the CV. And then they went silent for some time, which anyway, I was so used to that. They went silent for some time. They didn't come back to me until 3 months later. So they came back to me telling me, the opportunity that you applied for is open again. Are you still interested? And I said, yes, of course I am. And I did my interviews. I actually did like 3 interviews with the person that I was gonna replace, with the COO, with the CEO, with the HR. Like I had very many calls. So that is how I ended up landing my first gig on Upwork. The good thing about this gig, it is like a permanent, it was contract to hire. So eventually they just hired me. Yeah, eventually I got my first $1,000 with them. And that has been the story. Here's the thing, the moment you get your first $1,000, the second and the third $1,000 are easier to get. Right now, I work from home, and to be honest, I can even finish working at 12 noon or 2 p.m. I hope you find my story helpful, and I hope you find it as an encouragement to you, and you will make the bold step of looking for opportunities online. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.